Hey yo, what is up? Today you are going to witness the highest damage game that I can find on the internet so far on the Kampf Panzer 07 played by I Will Force 155U. We are on highway map spawned on the north, and immediately during the loading screen he's already typed in chat and communicating with the EBR Hodge, asking him to go on and do the forward scout run on the south side of the map. Now he has toppled down the tree. I think he did that by accident because he's toppled the tree on the wrong side, but he is doing some farming damage and took a little bit of splash damage from the M44 that was trying to hit that tree, because I think from the sky view though the M44 can see that the tree has been toppled. And good play on the part of the M44, a very annoying tier 6 SPG. A lot of people play that SPG because it is really good, and our friend I Will Force 155U is just, he's just farming the damage that the EBR Hodge is spotting. I think about 1800 damage that the Hotchkiss got for his efforts there. And now, even though he's done about 1200 damage in his Kampfpanzer, they are still already down by one tank. They've already lost a Skoda, they've already lost an STRV-42, they've already lost a Hellcat. And now a lot of people have messaged me and asked me to show gameplays where the Kampfpanzer is bottom tier. Right now I have not come up with any kind of nice looking replays yet, but I will feature one later on. Right now we are just trying to get a look at all the highest replays out there played by all the best players across the servers. Now you can see our friend here, even though he's in top tier configuration in this map on highway, he is not being ultra aggressive, and that's because the Kampfpanzer 07 isn't your traditional medium tank. It is not an aggressive medium tank. That's because it does not have the kind of turret armor that you need when you want to be an aggressive forward tank. So instead what he's going to do is play in a supporting role kind of gameplay, where he is going to support from a sniping position. Now a lot of people, including me, I advocate for aggressive gameplay, forward gameplay, especially if you are in top tier. No matter what tank you are in, you need to be out there in the front, and you need to be out there being aggressive because you are top tier. And when you're in top tier, that means you have the highest alpha damage gun. But in this case, when you are driving a Kampfpanzer 07, you only have 200 alpha in your gun, which means you don't necessarily have the highest damage output. Even tier 7 tanks have, can do more damage than your tank. So in this case, it is better that you play your role as, instead of a medium tank, you try to play a light tank position. As you can see, our team is already down 2,700 hit points and down by 5 tanks at this point. This is a very tough game, even if you're in a top tier medium tank like the Kampfpanzer 07. It is not a tank where you can be totally in control, where you can use your top tier configuration where you can use your gun, where you can use your alpha damage to control the game. You can see that even though you are top tier, you still have to be cautious. You have to save your HP for the end game. You cannot play like a traditional medium tank, as our friend here, I will Forge 155U, is showing you. He is actually playing this more like a light tank, and now he sees his opportunity to finish off the STA-1, which is in low HP. He can finish him off in 2 or 3 shots. He certainly cannot finish him off in 1 or 2 shots with 250 HP, 250 alpha damage in his Kampfpanzer. He can't do that. He's only got 200 HP, so he's got to rely on finishing off tanks that have half their HP left. If they have 400 HP left, then it is possible for the Kampfpanzer to go forward and do that kind of damage. Their team is now down by 6 tanks. This is really difficult, but now is the position and now is the time that the Kampfpanzer can go forward and be aggressive. Now is the time that he has to trade his HP to get some HP. The Somua SM and the KB2 are both low HP. Unfortunately, he bounced that first shot. He needed to land that first shot. Unfortunately, he did not, and because of that, he had to take an extra bit of damage from the Somua SM. Instead of eating just one shot from that Somua SM, because he bounced that shot on the side of the Somua SM, he had to take another hit from that Somua SM before he can finish him off with his fast DPM quick firing gun. And now it's just that Cheeto and that tank destroyer, and even that Hellcat is pushing him at the moment. They all licking their chops. They all have bloodlust, so they're all rushing in and trying to finish off his teammate, the SU-152. They would have done better if they had focused their energy on finishing off their Kampfpanzer instead of that SU-152, but now they're going to pay their price for it. 11-14, this is a 1v4 situation, and 2 tank destroyers and 2 SPGs in the enemy team. This is a bit of an advantage for the Kampfpanzer because the Kampfpanzer is a medium tank. The Kampfpanzer has the view range. It is a bit like a light tank, and the enemy team has 2 tank destroyers that don't really have any kind of view range. What they could possibly do is just sit in a bush and wait for the Kampfpanzer to show up, and hopefully they can spot the Kampfpanzer. Now, one of the best things that the enemy team can do right now, there is no reason why they can't win a 1v4 situation here, but what they need to do really right now is sacrifice that M44 SPG. What that SPG should do right now is actually drive around the map and be the spotter for the rest of the team. The SU-152s and the ISU should follow the M44. The M44 should be driving around like a mad dog and try to spot out that our Kampfpanzer here. That SU-152K can one-shot the Kampfpanzer. I don't think the SU-152 can, but right now that is exactly what the M44 should be doing. He should be trying to actively spot the Kampfpanzer while the 2 tank destroyers follow up from behind within render range, so that they can at least try to attempt to finish off the Kampfpanzer. Now the Kampfpanzer has spotted the SU-152. He's going to try and land a few shots there. He's fired HE perhaps and only got 85 damage out of that. That was a really bad trade, a really bad shot, but looks like that ISU 152K is AFK because he is not moving, just sitting in the bush, and our friend the Kampfpanzer can just finish him off slowly with his DPM loading every 3.5-4 seconds. This zoom mode is really annoying. The way he's using some kind of mod that zooms in when he is scoped in with his sniper's view, and he's finished off that ISU 152K. Looks like he was AFK or got disconnected for some reason, and now is a 1v3. Only the SU 152, which he spotted earlier in the ditch, not doing himself any favors. He could have drove forward and tried to 1v1 the Kampfpanzer and spot him out for those SPGs, but he missed that opportunity, and now the Kampfpanzer can just drive forward and try to proxy spot or try to use his view range and camouflage to find those SPGs. And the 152, the SPG has been found. M112, the M12 has been found. Man, they've really botched this. In a situation where you are up 4 tanks, you should try to be as aggressive as possible. Even if I was in the tank destroyer, I would have driven forward and tried to spot out the Kampfpanzer. Instead, he's missed that opportunity. Now the SU-152 is reacting, which is a little bit too late. Even though he landed one shot, he cannot finish off that SU, cannot finish off the Kampfpanzer, and now it's just an M44. That M44 should have been proactive, and he should have seized that opportunity earlier in the game when they were up 1v4, and he could have been the spotter, but now instead he is being spotted out by the Kampfpanzer, and there is nothing he can do about it. Congratulations to the Kampfpanzer. I will Foch 155 you. He got 11 kills. Man, 11 kills and 7,000 damage in this game. He got a bunch of medals for his efforts, including the Pools medal, the Pascucci's medal for the SPGs, the Kolobanov medals. Of course, the rest are the Ace Tankers High Caliber Tank Sniper medals. This is the highest game that I can find on the internet for the Kampfpanzer 07. Hope you enjoyed this video. Didn't get any kind of spotting damage. All the spotting was done by that EBR Hodge. He did all the 7,000 damage with his own gun. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one. Bye bye.